Peace to the gods and earth. This is Ra and Stephanie tapping in on behalf of the Sacred Tree. This is a rare occurrence, so we're excited. It's rare when we get to both be on camera because we both are just so busy wearing so many hats, whether it be homeschooling our kids, whether it be creating jewelry for you guys and conducting our family business. It's just so many ways that spirituality and our business practice takes us that it's rare that we get to just chop it up with the fam. So we happy to be here. Anything you want to say, baby?
I'm just happy to be here.
That's what's up. She's ready to we're gonna break down today pretty much story time for the family, just to give you a little origin on Stardust jewelry, because a lot of people, they come through for the jewelry when they come to the Sacred Tree. And we always feel like it's important when it comes to the science and the spirituality that we let you know that it's not just about being flashy and just wearing shiny stuff that looks nice. It's really about the functionality. Our people have always been tied to things through spirit and functionality of things. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to tie that in and let y'all know our origin story and how this whole thing started. I'm horrible with dates and all that type of stuff, so I'm gonna let Steph take it over. So how did this whole thing start, babe?
So back in 2017.
2017, okay.
We took a trip to Jamaica, and on our way back from the grill, we stopped to have food. Long story short, this guy came up to us and he was selling necklaces. You know, you could pick out your stone from what you already have wrapped, and he makes it right there on the spot for you. So he had this unique stone that I was fascinated with. I loved the way it felt. I'm a feeling person, feel, emotion, empath. That's on me all day, every day. And really loved the way the stone felt, so I bought it. And I was curious, like, what kind of stone is it? He said it was sea glass. I wasn't really too familiar with sea glass like that, but he gave us the whole breakdown, the whole backstory about it. And he wrapped the stone for me, and we bought two more. We bought altogether 3 necklaces. And long story short, I didn't really appreciate the way he wrapped it. I'm very particular. Rahim can't stand when I order food. The fast food.
It's always something
I'm very
extra to the order.
particular, and I did not appreciate the way he wrapped it because I like how the stone felt. And the way he wrapped it, it was just so wrapped you no longer could feel the stone.
Right.
So I kept nagging about it, and when we came back, Rahim was like, "Won't you just wrap it? Redo it. I'm sure you could do it." And he puts all these hats on me, you know? Yeah. So I kept nagging till, long story short, finally wrapped it. At the time, I worked at Times Square, so I wore it a lot. And I see people all over the world, you know? That's what I love about Times Square. And so many people wanted to buy my necklace off my neck.
Right.
My
just off the wrap alone.
Yeah, just off the wrap alone. Granted, I've never done this before. My first time doing it.
Right.
And my coworkers at Times Square, they all wanted to purchase crystals being wrapped. So that's how the Sacred Tree was formed, from a trip in Jamaica.
Pretty much. And Stardust jewelry sprung out of that.
Yes.
We started off with the hair products, primarily with Spiral Goddess, the hair products, and then we just navigated, like we gravitated to the jewelry. And I always tell her it's kind of like this Disney movie called Moana. If you got kids, I'm pretty sure you probably seen it. But it was pretty much a story where she had such a connection with water that the water gave her this stone. And then based off of that, she just went on this whole journey. And I feel like her being the island girl from Jamaica, it really ties into that. So for those who've seen that movie, you'll see what we're talking about. So it's really about just making that spiritual connection. Because like I said, it's really about the functionality and the reasoning behind things that make it most important. You know what I'm saying? That's why we tie into the ancestors and the elemental forces into our pieces, because this is a grounding mechanism. The talisman is a grounding mechanism. So what happens is we have an intimate connection with the earth, being God's people. You see what I'm saying? So when you make that connection and then you start tying this and start seeing that it's a form of communication, And then the people that you want to communicate to is your ancestors. You see what I'm saying? Because they've been here before. So they kind of know what to expect, when to do it. And they're on the spiritual side of the game. So they understand the things that we may not see. You see what I'm saying? So it's always important to keep the ancestors on your frontal lobe when dealing with spiritual phenomenon. Just period. You see what I'm saying? So we always keep the ancestors, the elemental forces, and just spirituality a part of this science that we do in alchemy. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's important to really get the backstory so you can see that Stardust jewelry is something that originated like just straight from spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we pride ourselves on authenticity and having a unique aesthetic as far as other people's jewelry go. And I've yet to see it, but we've been the first to actually merge the deities or the ancestors with the elemental forces, with the astrology, and really come up with something to give the people that's really a powerful totem or talisman that you can use to really grind your spirituality and expound on it. Because we all have pieces of the puzzle to give to the game, you know what I'm saying, that we call life. And it's just like, this is our piece. And I feel like a lot of it is really about self-empowerment. We have to tap into the gods within. And each one teach one, man. I don't feel like no one person has all the answers. And we really should build with each other on that note. So just salute to my queen, man. She's the co-creator, the co-founder. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put this thing together, and I'm usually the visionary, and she's the one that refines the vision. You feel me? So it's really that type of divine masculine, divine feminine relationship that we've learned how to figure out the balance of it all. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we both are strong personalities and very headstrong. Our kids is double that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got our work cut out for us. But hey, they're my babies, and you know, they got it honest. You know what I mean? But in order to balance such strong personalities, because we both are very self-contained individuals, very self-inspiring, self-motivated. But then when we put our energies together, we come up with these pieces of jewelry. We come up with the paintings, the self-affirmation portraits. You know what I'm saying? And we've been calling it the Renaissance, because there's so much shit happening in the world right now that's like the revelation. You know what I mean? There's a lot of apocalyptic things going on. And the best way to conquer all of that noise is to focus on self and your spirituality and the ones that love you, that truly love you, and reflecting that energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that pretty much was the story. It's like a Moana story. Anything we missed?
It was kind of like gifted. The gift was gifted to us. You know, the stone, because before that we've never really. It's not like we're like, oh, we want to go make jewelry. That was never something we aspired to do.
Right.
And we've purchased jewelry before, like a couple pieces from other places we've been. We've purchased jewelry before, and again, I was never moved or inspired to go make jewelry. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it was just the fact of I was so in love with this stone and the way it feel, the look. And it kind of looked kind of like aqua green, bluish, just like in the movie Moana. She was given this green stone from the ocean. I'm a water sign, addicted to the ocean. So is my daughter. So it's just interesting how one little thought, you know, of him saying, hey, just go rewrap it yourself, became a whole line, Stardust Jewelry. So when I started Stardust Jewelry, it was because of the demand of people seeing it in person. I've had so many strangers wanted to purchase that piece off of me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's very personal. I cannot sell this to you. Some things you just can't sell.
Right.
It's very special. So that's kind of how Stardust Jewelry started. And it started as Stardust Jewelry by Stephanie.
Right.
Because I was really the sole person making it. And then Rahim became so passionate about it that I'm like, you know what? We're just going to call it Stardust Jewelry because it's a collaboration of both of us, you know? So, a lot of our pieces and a lot of our work is a collaboration. Yeah. And, you know, we merge our energy together, or harmonize it, like Sister Myra would
salute
say.
to Sister Myra, to the queen, man.
We love Sister Myra.
Yeah, she be dropping it heavy.
She
you know
do,
what I'm saying?
because
And we really appreciate her.
yeah, we appreciate her, because that's really what life is about. Everything, the yin and the yang, it's all about balance.
Right.
You know, it really is about balance, and we've been together for well over 18 years, and we've mastered balancing our energy to the point where we could collaborate and do paintings like this together, or make jewelry, or run a business together. And like he said, you know, we're not stepping on each other's toes. We know how to, you know, do that song and dance with each other.
Big fact, big fact.
So, yeah, we just appreciate all the love and support, and just wanted to give y'all a backstory. So, we've been making this jewelry since 2017.
Yeah, just to make it clear, because I already know, like, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to start gravitating to jewelry making and kind of like doing what we do. And I'm just like, it's enough space for everybody. But at the same time, the formula that we came with is very authentic. And we want to stay true to that and let it be known that that's how we do our magic. We've always had the crystal magic mixed with the ancestry, mixed with the elements and your astrological signs. And like we said, big up to Sister Myra, because she even expounded our knowledge as far as showing you the polarities, that I'm a Libra, so I should also embrace my Aries side, because that's my polar opposite. So that even goes into the magic as well, as far as finding that balance. You feel me? So I feel like art is the most revolutionary thing you can do. And as true artists, we always want to authenticate our work. You see what I'm saying? Because we do great work, and we appreciate people that reflect it and really show the love. And we get so many testimonies, so much testimony, that we know it's spirit that we dealing with. You feel me? So we really just here to do God's work. And just recently, just a quick story as well, we want to keep this stuff so 100, so authentic, that a few of our pieces, we have like a line for the Orishas, off the Yoruba tradition, that I even had to contact a close friend of ours who's a high-ranking priest in the Lukumi tradition. And I just wanted to run some things by him, just to pick his brain to see if we're not being too gimmicky with our approach. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been dealing with spirit, you know what I'm saying, as far as our perspective. But it's always good to get cross-examination from the experts, people who've been in this realm of thought, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. So I reached out to him, and we had a great conversation. I was telling him how we named some of our pieces after the Orisha, and he was pretty much just saying that due to customary practice, that it would be wise to put inspired by whatever Orisha that we're giving this piece to, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was a bar. That was some good information, you know what I mean, from brother to brother that he shared. And I feel like that's what makes it authentic for us. You know what I mean? We don't just wear this like a costume and expect people to just buy into it. Like, it's really a real spiritual process about growth, and really about bridging those gaps between you and your ancestors and walking in that faith. You know what I'm saying? So when you see people wearing this, you know they on some next level. They really is tapped in, and they're working on themselves and on their lineage, and really like honing in on that spirituality, doing the shadow work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what time it is. That's pretty much it on this segment. You want to just wrap it up on this one, and then we'll show them the new product? All right, so yeah, family. Peace to the guys of Earth. This is a installment of the Sacred Tree. You know what I'm saying? It's good for us both to be on camera one good time. Like I said, we do a lot, so this is a rare occurrence. We're gonna try to do it more often.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, that's all we can say.
I want to say thank you for all the love and support. We do get a lot of love, a lot of support. A lot of people message us on our website, and we appreciate it, because we're not really heavy on social media. We're trying to make our presence more noticeable, and allow people to get to know us more and understand like what our brand is about and who we are as people. However, like Ross said, we do a lot, and we juggle a lot of hats, and we really be living life, so it's really hard to be on camera often.
Yeah.
But we are gonna try and make a effort to at least come on once in a blue, just to keep y'all up to date as far as what's going on and what's new to come.
That's what it is. The Sacred Tree. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. You know what I'm saying? We got some new products coming soon. Matter of fact, we're about to debut one coming up real soon. All right? So peace to the family. One.